Sim was a cat of great curiosity, with a heart that beat for adventure. He had a ginger coat with bold stripes and green eyes that held the sparkle of 1,000 questions. One crisp morning, he watched as the children from the house next door packed their bright bags and ran out the door, laughing all the way. "School," they called out to their parents. With a flick of his striped tail, he slipped out the back door and began to follow them. The journey to the school was a grand expedition. The streets were filled with new sights and sounds. His whiskers twitched with every new smell, each one a different story of the city he had never truly known. When they arrived, the children dashed through a big iron gate, disappearing into a large, noisy building. Sim, with his small frame and a natural talent for being unnoticed, followed them inside. The schoolyard was a world of its own, a kaleidoscope of color and sound. It was much more vibrant and chaotic than his peaceful garden, and it filled him with a thrill he had never felt before. A group of children spotted him hiding near a tree. Instead of chasing him away, a girl with bright red pigtails knelt down and spoke to him in a gentle voice. She reached into her lunchbox and offered him a tiny piece of bread. Sim, feeling a wave of trust, crept forward and nibbled it from her hand. The children all giggled and took turns petting his soft fur. He spent what felt like hours with them, playing and being the center of attention. But all good things must come to an end. A loud ringing bell echoed across the schoolyard, and all the children rushed inside the building. The yard went silent, and Sim was left alone. He peeked through a window, watching as the children sat at their desks. A feeling of loneliness and confusion washed over him. Deciding his mission was complete, Sim turned and began his long journey back. On his way, as the sun began to dip low in the sky,
Sim, where have you been all day?
Sim puffed out his chest with pride and began to tell her all about his grand adventure. He described the loud bell, the strange games the children played, and the tasty bread he was given. Lulu listened with wide, fascinated eyes.
"And where are you two off to?" "Ah, the human school. It is a place of great learning, but there is also much to learn right here, little one."
Sim finally arrived back at his garden gate as the sky turned a brilliant shade of orange. He was tired but happy, with a heart full of stories and memories. He curled up on his favorite sunlit patch of grass, a deep, satisfied purr rumbling in his chest. He knew that adventure was wonderful, but the warmth of home and the companionship of friends were the most precious treasures of all.